that would definitely shock him. And what he like is his first, our first. So whatever he's experienced for the first time and I experienced for the first time, that's what he loves. So I try to do something like that.
That is so romantic.
Okay, baby, do your romantic thing. I want to hear this.
And I still Lakisha's because I really think, it's true because we've been in the game for 20 plus years. You sort of lose a little sight of that. Let's start doing some. See, look at you. Your eyebrows
you
are
talking
raised
about you
up.
lose a little sight of it, not me. I don't lose a sight of love because
I would love to adapt there. I mean, they teaching us how to love.
So say that again, Keisha, so all the other women can learn how to do this. That don't
and
do it for their man.
Stop slinging that mic over there like that.
What I said was Jasen, he liked to do things that for the first time together. Like we haven't been to Italy. That's a place I haven't been yet. So
I'll go to Italy, baby. Get the tickets.
I know in Paris too. She was telling me about
I
Paris.
said you get the tickets. That's what I'm saying. Go ahead.
So
it
wouldn't be good for me to buy tickets for us to go to Paris when I've been there. He would like to go somewhere like Punta Cana, which we're gonna go, and it's our first time there. So I would get him to gifts or take him places that I have never been and he has never been, and we experience it for the first time together.
I think that's great, especially if a person can afford that. But what about for people who have a tight budget? You might have to think of
dinner or I jump up and go to a movie in a heartbeat.
Mm-hmm.
So if it's a movie I haven't been to see, hey Jasen, let's go to this movie or let's go to this restaurant because he pick restaurants he's been to. Okay. So yeah, and so
McDonald's.
Hey, McDonald's could be romantic too.
So right now we're finding things to do that neither one of us have taken part in with anyone else.
Right.
Now, let me ask you something. Y'all may not be old enough, but none of y'all may be old enough. But do you remember the day when it was okay to take a girl to McDonald's?
Yeah.
I mean, it's like
we do.
That was, hey, we gotta call him and see who this caller is. Hey, call you on the line. Who's calling? Hello. Are you there, caller? Caller going once. Is this a massacre call? Hey, we can't hear you, so give us a call back, okay? Hey, I got one thing here real quick. I know, baby, you got some more questions. We can do that on the after show. But this is one of the things I saw on the internet where they was talking about how to make up on a bad Valentine's Day, and it was basically referring it to the men. And it says something, I don't necessarily agree with all this, but this is what it says. It says, if you made a mistake, acknowledge it. Acknowledge you made a mistake. And I'm saying, you got to be kidding. We got to call it back again. So let me see if I can get him in there. Hey, caller, are you there?
Yes.
Yes, who's calling?
This is Lester Bryant calling.
Hey, Lester, how you doing, man? How you want to add on to this thing that we're talking about on Valentine's Day for a memory or a massacre?
Well, mine wasn't exactly a memory or a massacre. The girl I was dealing with, we didn't, really see eye to eye on what Valentine's Day meant to each of us differently. So we did spend some time together, but I did spend some time with my friends as well.
Okay, and so you all basically didn't have an understanding with each other, and so because of that, you all didn't spend as much time as you both would have liked?
Right.
So now let me ask you this, Lester. Now, was it something that when that didn't happen, were you more at fault that it didn't happen, or did you all agree that you all both didn't come together?
I think we agreed that we both didn't come together. I think it was more of a lack of communication.
All right, man, so let me ask you this question. What do you think is a great thing to do on Valentine's Day?
I think it's a great thing to be creative and come out of, left field on the young lady that you're dealing with, because, flowers and candy and everything else have been done like that.
Mm-hmm.
But I'd also like to know, Tina Swain is there, right?
Yes, she is.
When is she having her next Mingle and Talk event?
Oh, excuse me. Okay, thanks for asking, Lester. My next Mingle and Talk will be on this coming Saturday, February 21st at 6 p.m., and you've been at my previous Mingle and Talk, am I correct?
Yes.
Oh, okay. It'll be this Saturday from 6 to 9 p.m. at the Potbellies in Hyde Park. 5428 South Lake Park Avenue. Did you get your ticket yet?
Not yet. I'm working on it.
Hey, Lester, let me ask you this question. Inquiring minds want to know, when you go to this mingle and talk, is that young lady going with you, or are you mingling, talking to somebody else? Now, she may not be listening, so be careful. She may be. Is this a new mingle or talk, or you just going with somebody so y'all can mingle and talk?
Well, see, that's the whole thing with the young lady. We weren't formally a couple. It's a little complicated.
Okay, that means he going to mingle and talk. So, hey, man, you do your thing. Okay. Hey, thank you very much for calling the Let's Stay Together show. We'll try to also have some information about Tina's mingle and talk on our website, so you can find it on there as well as, okay?
All right.
All right, man. Talk to you soon. Okay. Yes, what did you want to say, Marcus?
I think that kind of that situation where he just described, it goes to some Keisha you talked about earlier. If you not the twinkle in that a young lady's eye, like the translation for that is like, okay, it was poor communication or lack of communication. If that's not what she wants, that's not what she wants, and it's gonna translate to lack of communication. Same way it works, the same way with a man, but I do think a woman hold more power as far as that. If she's uncomfortable, she'll make an environment uncomfortable, and if she's happy, she'll make an environment happy. I think a woman has that type of power.
Oh yeah,
I think our boy Lester went
Hallelujah
through that this weekend.
I want to agree to that because, like I said, my birthday was this Saturday, which is Valentine's Day. Now, I spent Valentine's Day by myself, but I'm not saying I didn't get offers, but, I mean, it was nobody that I was interested in. I got about 3-4 offers, but if I'm not feeling you, I don't want to sit in your face on Valentine's Day and on my birthday. Like, no. You have to be into the guy. The guy that it's no really guy that I really like. But if a guy I really like asked me, I would have went out with him, but I didn't like you, so I'm not trying to sit in your face.
So don't get that Valentine's Day thing, Valentine, Book of Negroes, Valentine, until you know that girl feeling you, man. We got to go to our closing thing here. Baby, go ahead and talk to me.
You didn't want Jason to say his last thing?
No, we'll get him on. We got the after show.
Oh, yeah.
We got the after show. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, well, the McCain train is
That's why we're going to 2 hours. Why are you looking like that? I told you, learn how to work with me. You don't have to do all those facial
compromise.
Movements. There you go. Valentine's, come on.
The McCain train with these men on the train here. The McCain train is pulling into our last stop, and we want to thank Jason. Yeah. Now, we want to thank Jason and Lakisha, the Newlyweds, Miss Tina Swain, our speaker, and Marcus Carter, our gold mentor who watches everyone's face, for joining us on the McCain train.
Non-verbals tell every story.
Yes, it does. It does. I tell her that all the time.
Well, I can't help it. God gave me this face.
Yeah, but he didn't say make it look like it was you mad about something all the time.
But
we working on that. Pray for you. Pray for you. Hallelujah. Drop some water on her. We got to drop some water. He shot the hey. She saved again. Hey, we thank you all for coming on the show. I just want to say something real quick. One of the things it was saying on this website, it was saying, acknowledge your mistake. It says, don't try to redo Valentine's and have a backup makeup plan. I like that one. A backup. Me and Mrs. Jones, we got a thing going on. You got to have a backup makeup plan.
No, it's you, me, him, and her. No,
hey, well, that's a good thing. Hey, thank you all for coming. Baby, real quick, tell them what our show is going to be. Oh, we talking about the current issues?
Current situation.
Current situation.
Week to be announced.
You know, it's amazing. I know I come up with all these titles and can't remember them half the time. Current issues. You know, I'm old. I'm getting old. Current situation. See, it's a current issue that I can't remember the situation. But hey, thank you all very much for coming on to the show. We're going to have the after show right after this. You've been listening to the Let's Stay Together show with Reverend Rick McCain and author Brenda McCain. We thank you all very much for listening. Thank you all for coming. Hey, Jason, you all are still newlyweds, right? We got some time.
Yes, we are.
So you all are still. Hey, I want to say again to our birthday people, happy birthday to you all. For your birthdays. I know you all are like 50 and 51, so they real old. And so Tracy about 51, and our little intern is about 50. So, but we thank you all very much for listening to the show. Hey, remember in March the 3rd, we'll be going to 2 hours. The Let's Stay Together show will be on for 2 hours. We're asking people. we're going to have an event called Relationship Letters. We're asking you to go to www.letsstaytogethertalkshow.com and put down some information that you want us to talk about. Thank you for listening to the Let's Stay Together show. We'll see you next Tuesday at 8 p.m.